right, what's going on, gang? We reporting live from in the car, man. So we finna go over this trade right here. We finna go over change of character. We're finna go over break of structure. And then we finna go over how to find these zones. And then we finna go over the Fibonacci. So guys, you guys probably wondering, how do I have the Fibonacci on here? We're gonna delete the box. All right. So, oh wait, what did I delete, y'all? What did I delete? No, I deleted the open and close. You want to delete the box here, all right? You want to delete the box here. We want the open and close there as well, because that's going to be confirmation on what I'm saying. So that if you don't know, that's the daily open and close. Okay, guys. So price opened here, all right? Or price closed here and it opened here and pushed down. Okay, guys. So that's the open and close of the daily. So we know that the daily lows from this last wick. And then we know we got the 50%, and then we got the daily high. All right, so we do know all of that. We do know all of that. All right, so now we go back to scale down to the hourly. Boom, and we see what's going on right now. We will be trading and updating what's going on right now, but right now we finna go over what happened last night during the London session. Remember, we're focusing on one session, one pair, right? And then and one lot size, right? And risk management. So that's all we focusing on. So what we're looking at here was before the London session, right? Before the London session, as you see the blue up here, this is London session. So you trail that down, and that's this area, right? That's where we got this big drop during the London session, all right? So now, during the daytime is where I like to prep up. So right now I'm gonna prep up, and that's why I'm gonna do this live with you guys. But let's go over what we had here. So if you go to, see, all my tools are not up right here, so I don't like, oh, yes, they are. Yes, they are. That's everything I need. So, guys, you can do a preset and have everything that you need on TradingView right here that you would use on the daily. So now we go over here to, well, you know, you would go to, you guys will have to go to, right over here, and you will be able to click it on the side. Me, like I said, I got them freshly paired. So, look, we go from point A down to point B, okay? Which was that daily low. Excuse me, guys. So which was that daily low, okay? And then we expand it for the day, or, you know, from this line, vertical line, to this vertical line. So that's the whole entire day, okay? Oh, I can't get it right. All right, boom. So now what we have here is you know, price action. This is pure price action. The only EMA I use now is just the 365. I'll tell you guys why in a second. But you don't need all those EMAs touching price. You don't need nothing touching price but price, right? So now, boom, we can dive deep down into this. So what I've been learning lately is what you call change of character, break of structure. So we look for change of character and break of structure, or, you know, patterns like head and shoulders, right? Or M patterns, right? You look for these type of patterns in these type of levels, and that is the golden zones on the Fibonacci, was the 618 and the 50%, right? So now you can come over here and you can copy all of my settings, guys. So I have the 382, I have the 50%, the 618, the negative 27, the negative 1, 618. We have obviously 0 and 1, which is the beginning A and B. And then we have the 236, the negative 618, the negative 382, and then we have 0.786. All right. So you can go ahead and copy those settings. You can turn them to whatever colors you want by leaving the 50% and the 61% gold, and 78% as well. More than likely, I'll talk about that level as well later. Another famous level is these levels right here, the 382 and the 236. They're danger zones. So you might not think like price can reverse straight off those zones, and they can. So we use them as like a resistance or support. Okay, and like I said, we'll get into that a little later. But those are your red zones. We had the black and black, obviously, which is the 1 and then 100% of the push or the move. And then, like I said, so we had price literally come to this area and start pulling back. That's what gave us our point A to B area, right? So we seen price literally have a change of character, and price started to push up the other way, right? So now, guys, price is pushing up, but failing to make a new higher high, right? Right in our zones. So in our 618 level and in our 0.5 level. So what I like to do sometimes is I like to grab this square right here, this rectangle, I mean, and then we like to mark these areas off. And then we like to see if they have any type of confluences as well, like bagging them up. So that means other points in the market touching this point to where it's bagging it up, and we can confirm that, you know, that it is a good or strong supply level, right? We want a strong. Oh my God, so hard to. Which y'all get the gist of that. All right, yeah. All right. Boom, right there. And so usually I would like to color this. I would like to have this a goldish color right there. Boom. So I would like to usually have that area like a goldish like area like so. So I would usually have like more than 1 or 2 points touching, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 5 points touching in this zone, and it's a Fibonacci zone, so it's adding up to what I need to actually happen. So, therefore it is a zone for me. So it's a zone to where I feel like, okay, this is where I would like to take my sales from. I like to take my sales from this area. If price was to get here, if price was to go above this area, I would like to take my buys here at this area, or maybe targeting my last high, right? But I know for a fact that this is a strong area just due to the fact of price pushing down A to B, 100% of that move, and then price literally retracing back into that move, right? And which is a supply area, right? So at this point, right, it's a supply area. Also, we changed the EMAs. I mean, not the EMA, but the RSI, and it's 24. We're using a 24 RSI, okay, guys. And that's because, okay, if we're looking at the hourly candle, right, it's 24 hours in a day. So we're looking at 24 hours in a day. So if we understanding that, okay, let's just look at this downtrend. Let's just look at this downtrend that we're in. So the point of this downtrend started. Okay, let's look at this. The point of this downtrend started right here, and that's the 50%. So it's at the 50% margin, and price is at the 50% margin. So it makes sense. And price is at the 365-day EMA, right? So that's where the beginning of this downtrend started. Okay. Now if you look, even when price was going up, right, and we got back to this key level, which is this 8,000 level, notice price never got back above the 50%. So notice that we're staying underneath this 50% area. So if we're underneath the 50% area, plus we're underneath our EMA, 365-day EMA, then we can kind of know that we're in a downtrend, guys. So we're in a downtrend the whole entire way. We're in a downtrend the whole entire way, never going back up above that 50% point. And then you see these other little points like 40 and 60. These are still zones where price could consolidate. So if price is in those zones right there in that 40, 60, 50 range, then price could be consolidating in those areas. And if you go and look, when price was in those areas, right, in any of those areas, we were still consolidating. Yeah, we got a little small movement to the downside, but what we have here now is called a divergence. So you see the divergence here, and then we got a divergence here. So we got price going down this way, and we got price going up this way. This is what you call a divergence. So the end of this is coming to an end. So now you're finna get going into a reversal mode. You're going into a reversal mode right now. And so you know, when looking at price like this and this way, you'll know when price break above this area here, we're going to start looking for buys. When price start getting in this area, we're going to have this is going to be this 50% going to become a blue mutual line, a support, to where, okay, now this 60 is our 50, and then this is our top. This is our 80, right? Or 70, I'm sorry. 70 oversold, right? So if you're looking at the market from that zone, the understanding that, okay, we're looking for all sales in this area, no matter what's going on, even though it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter, we're looking for sales in these areas until we get some type of change of character, till we get some type of liquidity grab like here. So we got boom, boom, and then we got a sweep underneath, and then now price is starting to push, you know, going into that turnaround, going back to the upside. But anyways, right, go back into what we had going on. So now we're digging into this zone right here, which is used as a resistance at this point. And so now we have price pushing back up into this supply zone, which is a resistance, and pushing back down. So now what we have is a higher low being created. So when this higher low has been created, price fell into break this level. We had a higher low created, and then we had price literally push up for that liquidity grab, right? So we have price pushing up. So we have a change of character right here, right? We have a push because price was going to the upside, hit the supply area. We have a change of character now, and price is going to the downside now. So now we have another change of character, right? Going back to the upside, right? Breaking that change of character, making a new higher high. But going back into the supply zone, price closing below the supply zone, not once, but twice and 3 times, right? And not only price break going through this price of the supply zone, it comes back down and it breaks this change of character. So we had a higher low and a downtrend, which was a change of character, and now we have a BOS line, which is a break of structure. So this 382 come in handy because we know, okay, the structure is okay at this 382, price stop, push back up into that supply zone, and then before coming back down and breaking that break of structure, that new structure. So breaking that higher low and creating a lower low made a break of structure. Then we had price retrace back into this supply area, and then now we pushing back down to at least the last low, right? And so SMSFXMentors.com, let's get it, gang.